IsReal News. These are the evening headlines for Wednesday, March 25th. New developments point to both escalation and fragile diplomacy in the conflict with Iran. A report says Tehran is conditioning any ceasefire on including Lebanon, while an Iranian news agency reports Houthi forces in Yemen are prepared to enter the war and potentially seize control of the Bab al-Mandab Strait. At the same time, there are signs of quiet maneuvering behind the scenes. According to reports, two senior Iranian officials have been temporarily removed from U.S. and Israeli target lists for several days in what appears to be an effort to allow space for negotiations. But mixed signals continue from Tehran. Iran's foreign minister denies that any direct talks are taking place with Washington, saying messages are being passed through intermediaries, but insisting that does not constitute negotiations. He adds that Iran has no intention of entering talks and claims the United States has failed to achieve its war aims. There are also growing concerns about a potential expansion of the conflict. A report says Iran is preparing for a possible U.S. ground operation on Kharg Island, deploying military units, air defenses, and traps, amid fears that such a move could trigger deadly counterattacks on American forces. Iranian officials are warning that any attempt to seize territory will be met with sustained strikes on critical infrastructure in the region. The Speaker of Iran's parliament says, "Intelligence suggests adversaries are preparing to capture one of Iran's islands," and warns that any such move would trigger continuous attacks. In Washington, the message remains firm. The White House says President Donald Trump prefers peace and is open to a deal, but warns that if Iran refuses to recognize what it describes as the reality of the situation, the United States will respond with greater force. Officials say talks have already led to a delay in planned strikes on Iranian energy facilities. Regional voices are also weighing in. The United Arab Emirates ambassador to the United States says Iran's nuclear capabilities have been damaged and its proxies weakened, but argues more must be done to address missile and drone threats. He adds that his country is ready to support international efforts to reopen and secure the Strait of Hormuz. And markets are reacting to the shifting outlook. U.S. stocks are moving higher, while oil prices are pulling back as investors respond to cautious optimism that the conflict may be approaching a possible resolution. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.